Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. For those of you that are new, my name is Gina. I've got to say there are a lot of you that are new, which is so awesome and so exciting. That means a lot of you have been pressing that subscribe button and that really means a lot. I want to start out my video by saying thank you. I really appreciate it. And I do hope you continue to find content on my channel that's inspirational and motivational and that you just enjoy watching. And hopefully today's video will not let you down. This is what I've been playing with over the past couple of days. Now, right after my last video, altering these little sacks, I was cleaning up my desk and came across this pack of paper sacks that I had bought a while back. I pulled them out to play with several weeks ago and I never did, and well, yeah, they were still on my desk. So, but anyway, I picked them up and I started to have a play with them. And this was the first one that I did, and it's a mixed media piece. I put some clear gesso and I did some stamping, and I have a little bit of watercolor drizzled down here in the middle, and I put a sticker, and well, a couple of stickers, and thought, oh, that just looks so cute. And so of course, you know, I wanted to keep playing. And this one was not mixed media, it was just straight up stamping. I pulled this stamp set out, which I have to tell you, this is the first stamp set that I bought. This one right here. So I was super excited to break that out, and I thought it just was stunning. So I thought we would make a couple today. Maybe one leans more toward mixed media, maybe the other not so much. We'll just see where it takes us. So let me get these put away and I'll get set up and we'll get started. All right, here we go for our first little paper bag. I think I want to use this mushroom sticker as the focal point. I have a bunch of stickers and I love mushrooms. I just think they're so cool. And I thought that would look really nice. Or what should I do for my background? That's the question. I know I'm going to use some kind of color, so I will probably start out with gesso. And this time I think I'm going to take just a piece of paper and just stick it on the inside. You can see I've used this one several times. And I'm guessing because I used the gesso over it, it probably helped keep it from seeping through, which is perfect. But I don't know, better safe than sorry. So I'm going to do a quick layer of clear gesso over the area of my paper bag where I think I will likely add color. Gesso dries pretty fast on its own, but I will help it out just a little bit with my heat tool. You know, I was going to use watercolor, but I really want to use something else. And I think I'm going to use these water-soluble oil pastels. I have not used them in a while. They're great to play with and I get to use my fingers, so I'm sold. I might even start with a little bit of water. Just a little bit. Of course, that went everywhere. I think I want to have the bottom of my mushroom sit right here at this crease. My focal point will be right about there. So I thought I'd better keep that in mind as I work. And I'm going to start out with maybe some yellow in the middle. This one just says orange. So put that there. I want to put a little bit of brown because my mushroom has some brown. So I want to have that kind of filter in and be part of my picture somewhere. Well, let's start with that and let's see where we go. I'm going to dip my finger in some water and let's just start spreading around. want to add some green too. This cadmium green. Okay. I'm going to dry that real quick and we'll see where we are. It's not bad. I was kind of trying to go for a, I don't know, like a forest woodsy feel with the colors that I chose. And I kind of wanted to keep the middle kind of light because that's where my focal point will be. But I also, looking at it, feel like there's not quite enough contrast at all. It's just kind of blends in. There's a little bit of contrast in my focal point, but it just doesn't carry through to the rest. So I can either add darker color and get contrast that way, or maybe I can come in with some stamping, with maybe stamping in black or a dark brown, and then add some contrast that way. So let me give that a think and I'll be right back. Okay, I looked through some of my stamps and I decided that I kind of want to go with the illusion of the woods. And I don't really want to commit to finding branches and trees and, you know, a stamp that is too spot on. I would really rather stick with more of the illusion, which is kind of what I've got going on here. So I'm going to try to just use some darker colors, maybe a little less water and less blending out. And just see how that looks. I may have to use some stamps if it still doesn't quite look like I want it to, but let's just keep going and see how that works. Okay, I like that better. Definitely like it better than it was before. I'm not crazy about how my little sticker, I did cut around the edge, but I didn't cut all the way up here, and it won't look this white once I take the backing off, but I think I still might try to get rid of some of that. Okay, there we go. I might brighten it up just a little bit. See what this does. Okay, I think I like that. Now, you notice that I don't really have a defined border, and I'm fine with that. But if that bothers you, you know, you may want to maybe use a light pencil mark and just kind of create a little outline, or use a black pen and come back over and do an outline. And that's really not a bad idea. I actually have to think about that. That might look kind of cool. But I'm generally okay with just this snapshot into this like little wood area. And we've got this awesome looking little group of mushrooms here. So I want to think real hard and make sure I don't want to add any stamping. It's just easier to go ahead and do it first and then add my focal point over top. I think I know what it's missing. It's missing some splashes. And probably not white splashes this time. I think I'm going to go with some black splashes. So I'm going to get this good and wet, see if that's going to give me what I need. Oh, I think that's going to work. Come on. Oh, there we go. Cool. Let's see, can you see that? That helps also with adding a little more contrast to the piece, but without, you know, maybe kind of going overboard as I add more. Okay, that's enough. I'll take this out. I don't know that we really needed it. Now, see if I can unpeel my sticker. That's the tough part. You really have to be careful because these little paper stickers, they will rip. Easy does it. This might be a little tricky to stick down since it's got branches off at the bottom, but let's give it a go. Focus on the big guy first. And there we go. Okay, if I can find my bone folder, I'm going to grab it and go over the white part to see if I can get it to disappear a little bit. I looked all over and it was like sitting in the spot where it's supposed to be when it's put away. It's the last place I looked. Well, that helped a little bit. You can kind of still see the white or, you know, the little bit of an edge around the mushroom. I'm glad I did cut it down because it was much thicker than that. But that's okay. I think it looks pretty good. Oh, look, and that splash might not have been dry all the way. Oh, no. Well, okay. I'm not overly happy with that little spot right there. Can't say that I am. But as a whole, I thought it turned out really cute. Turns out that I really love the background. And with the black splashes, except for that one, I really don't miss having any stamping. I was afraid that that would kind of leave a void for me, but it didn't, because to me there's enough interest in the background, and then you've got your focal point, and I just really like it. So our first bag is finished. Okay, so bag number 2. For this one, I thought I would do a little collaging. I got a new stamp. Well, I got a couple of new stamps recently. And so I tested them out and stamped them on some tissue paper, and I colored them using watercolors. So here is what I've got, and I thought I would use one or a couple of these on this bag. So I'm not really sure yet which one. That would be pretty. I might have to do more than one, actually. And oh, it's pretty. I like the little single flower look. That's nice. Oh, but I love these guys. Dragonflies are so cool. I might go with this one. Aside from adding the decoupage, I think I just want to do some stamping, you know, to help fill in the background. I looked through my stamps and, you know, I don't know. I couldn't decide. So what do you do when you can't decide is you go with a text stamp, because you just can't go wrong there. I also found this little stamp, and I thought that was cute. I kind of want it in the background. I don't want it to compete too much with my focal point. So I think I'm going to use some gray. I was thinking about maybe using this little stamp to make a frame. Well, I've started now. All right, it's happening. Let's just go with it. Oh. All right, I just got a piece of copy paper. Let's do that. Protect the table, because I don't know if you can see that. I've really tried to scrub it off, but I was playing with the stamp with some permanent black ink and dropped it. Boom, ink side down on my white table. So yeah, Gina better use something behind just to protect it, because these things happen. You know, don't be afraid to try things, because, I mean, it's a paper bag, you know. You guys, you can't, you know, don't be so hesitant to try something. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but you never know till you try. And, you know, might not come out just perfect, but it may give you a really good idea and you tweak it, and then next thing you know, you got something that looks awesome. Okay, let's take a look just to see where we are. Okay, well, that's not bad. Alright, that's kind of cute. I think I should do one in the middle. Maybe I could have a vine kind of coming this way. How much is left? Yeah, maybe something really light. Let me stamp. Okay, and then just, okay, just to give a little something. So now I want to use my text stamp. I have to admit that's a little darker. I'd hoped it had been a little more faded. Maybe not quite that faded, but you know, I did kind of want it a little more in the background. But let's go in with this text stamp. Got some more archival ink. That was archival ink as well. This was called watering can, so it's a gray. And this is just plain old jet black. Just a little bit around. Okay, there's just a little more. And this is where having this sheet behind it comes in handy. Even though I know I kind of framed it, I'm coming out of the frame. What do we have? Okay, oh, cute. Looks a little bare down here now. I kind of went all the way up to the top, so I guess at this point I might as well go all the way down. Put a little something there. And of course it's upside down. Well, I think it's cute. I almost think like it needs one more stamp, but okay. I think I'm going to try a bold move and go for this flower. Now, as you can see, it's going to have a lot of ink on it, but I don't know, something, I feel like it needs something. And I think I kind of want to put it just in and around where my butterflies, or I'm sorry, dragonflies are going to go. So I definitely feel like I want one in there, in that blank spot. About there. Woo! That's dark. Yes, stick one down here in the corner, because that needs something. There. Let's put one up here in the corner. There. About here. Part of me kind of wants to put one right here, but I don't know. I think I'm going to stop there for now. I'm going to think about that spot. I may end up putting one there later. So now I need to decoupage my dragonflies. Let's see. Okay. I did not prep it with any kind of gesso or anything. It never hurts just to kind of protect it from just seeping right through the bag, which maybe I need to check on that real quick. Now that I say that, so what I don't want to happen is it to seep through the bag and then I can't get my bag open and have it dry sealed. So where's that? Here. I think I'll stick this back in there just for a little protection. Now, my last thing, do I want another flower up in the corner? I think I am. Something about it, it just feels like it needs something right there. And done. There we go. I think we can pull this out now. All right. And there's bag number 2. Okay, I've got one more idea I thought I would do on camera. I want to do some ink blending, and full disclosure, I'm not that great at it, but I think, what I have in mind, I don't know that it even matters if it's very good or not, which is perfect. So, if you're not great at ink blending either, then, please try this, because I think it was going to look good. Okay, so I'm going to start out just in the middle with some yellow. Okay. All right, there. Yellow is an easy color, you know, doesn't look bad, so that's a good place to start. Okay, now as the color gets darker, you can really see if you've, you know, mess up, like you'll see in just a second. Let's see. Okay, and I'm going to come in with a little, yeah, see that? Yeah, just, yep, I'm not very good. But that's okay. I'm going to keep going. Like this. Okay. It's not good. And I'm sorry, the first one I used was Fossilized Amber. This orangey color was Rusty Hinge. And now I'm going to hit the outside with some Vintage Photo, in case you are wondering. That's okay. Yeah, I really need to practice my blending. But like I said, I think it's still going to look good anyway, so don't worry too much about it. Don't not do this project because you're not good at blending, because hello, I'm not either. Okay. I'm actually going to go back with some orange. Sorry, that was loud. I'm going to go back, blend out. Like this. Okay. And it's like, I don't know if it's coming off on my fingers, but I keep finding like bare spots. It's like I thought for sure I covered that. I think it's my fingers. And I'm going to do the Fossilized Amber one more time. What? That is good enough. Now, I'm going to get a stamp. And the stamp I'm going to use is this one right here from Inkadinkadoo. I love that name, Inkadinkadoo. It's just fun to say. Okay. But I'm going after this one. Really, any of them would look good. Isn't that gorgeous? Actually, I think I want to lighten it up. I'm going to try to lighten it up a little bit more. It's almost a little too dark. That might not have been the way to go. Okay. Like I said, I want to try to lighten it up. Don't tear the bag. Alright. Okay, well, I think that's going to be fine. Now I'm going to ink it up with the jet black, and okay, I've committed. There's my spot. Okay. Oh, pretty. Yeah, I like that. So I'll put this back, and I tell you, I think I'll go ahead and use the little butterfly in here. Here. I may have to pull this down to the edge of my table, that way it will be flat, because I kind of want to put it right here, so you probably won't be able to see me do this one. Here we go. Okay, I like that. And see, it doesn't really matter that, you know, the blending wasn't all that great. It just kind of adds to the background, I think. Now, I do want it darker down here, though. I don't like that my fingers keep touching it and taking off the dark ink, because I do want it a little bit darker around the edge. There. Lovely. Nice. I've got Distress Glaze, and what this does is it puts a coating and protection over the distressed ink to make it waterproof. If you squirt it with water and let it stay, it would give you a cool effect, which really isn't a bad idea because it is a pretty cool effect. But you know, putting it, if it got wet or anything, it would totally, mess with the inks that I've laid down. And what this does is protect it. So I thought I would give it a shot. I do have it. Like I said, it's been ages since I've used it. And I don't know. Hopefully this will work out the way I want it to. Okay. Got a lot on there. I'm just going to spread it around first. Might have put too much on it, but okay. And you just rub it on like you would when you're putting on the oxides. Now I'm going to let it dry, or actually we'll probably use my heat tool and help it along a little bit because I'm impatient. All right, that did not take but like 15-20 seconds with my heat tool. So it's dry already, and there you go. That gives it kind of a gloss, kind of a little bit of a shine, but it protects it, and now it's not coming off on my hands anymore. It won't get on anything. So if you're going to use distressed oxides for anything like this, where maybe you're decorating bags for a party or to give someone, you probably ought to consider getting this glaze, because like I said, not only does it protect it from, if it gets wet, but also it protects people's hands and then clothing and everything else like that. So it's probably a good idea to have on hand. But that is our third bag. Thought that turned out really cute. Okay, so here are my prototypes that I did before I filmed. And here is our first one that we did, using the water-soluble oil pastels for the background and this really cute mushroom sticker. I thought that turned out really well. And here's the second one we did together. And my focal points are stamps that I stamped on tissue paper and then colored with watercolor. And did some stamping and then decoupaged them on top. That turned out real pretty. I love that one. And the third one we did together is this one, and that's using the distressed oxide inks for the background and then using a stamp for our focal point. And I love, love, love this one. So that is going to be it. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it inspirational. If you did, you can let me know by giving me the thumbs up. And if you want to make my day, leave a comment and let me know how you got on if you tried to make these, or just what you think of the process, or which one is your favorite. I'm going to have to go with this one. Although I do love them all. Something about the colors, this is just kind of right up my alley. I just think it's gorgeous. But you tell me which one is your favorite. All right, that's going to be it for this one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.